Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Bart de Vries. I'm COO overseas of CargoPartner, meaning responsible for air freight, sea freight and rail in our organization. And it is a pleasure to be here today with you and present our organization. The world is changing and we are changing with the world. We need to adapt our organization. Capacity is king at this moment, and also we expect the coming 1 or 2 or maybe 3 years. Going back to the old normal, I do not think that will happen. The world has changed definitely. We had to anticipate with this. You can see that there is a lot of change in the market, there is a lot of insecurity in the market, and one of the elements what we tried to implement or have implemented is, for instance, an emergency organization. In 8 countries we have emergency control towers at this moment, that when there is panic or there is something special, you go there. It's 24/7, 365 days a year. People, one contract, who help you out, who not only book but also monitor and assure that the goods are there in time. As well as capacity is king at this moment, you can see we move more to own capacity. This year we have more than 150 flights ourselves from Asia to Europe, but also intra-Asia, for instance from Hong Kong to Delhi, and of course from Europe to USA with own flights. We think on the long term and the mid-term as well, this is the way how to survive and how to keep the quality levels up in our industry. The same is with sea freight. Huge change is going on there as well. And we are talking with the shipping lines at this moment about 2-3 year deals. As we have noticed, short-term deals don't work anymore. First you don't get them, and when you get them you are, a victim to the ad hoc market and the rates go through the roof. Next to focusing on the air freight and sea freight, but from a capacity control perspective, we also developed other products. For instance, rail from China to Europe, meaning that we have 3 big hubs now in China, going west a little bit, not at the coast, but in the middle of the country. And we have transportation by rail to Western Europe, 20-25 days at a reasonable price. And we really think that that can as well compete with air freight and sea freight. And it is another option. And in a fast changing world, with congestions, with things happening you could never have thought of before, you need to have options. As well, we are more or less expanding our LCL operations. LCL is less than container load, and we have that with own boxes. We have around the world our own stations where we build our own boxes. We are not dependent of the carriers or NVOs, it's our own business, and with our priority service this is also a very good add-on to especially our air freight product. Sitting at home, doing nothing, work in the old way is just not an option. We need to change together. CargoPartner is a family-owned company and it gives us special values. We take it personally. We are committed and our heart is in it. We take it long term and we have an open eye for our customers, our employees and the world around us. Sustainability is important. We talk about the heritage. We are working for the next generation. We have a really long-term view. As mentioned, sustainability is of importance for us. We are working in 2 fields. The first is getting transparency. Have the carbon footprint numbers at our fingertips we can share with our customers. And second is working on solutions how we can improve there. This is really our ultimate goal, those 2 elements. Why? We want to contribute to a better world.
I'm working at CargoPartner at Vienna in the air freight import department. Last year we experienced a pandemic that kept us thinking as a company how we can look in the future, how we can improve our internal processes, but also improve our external customer satisfaction. That is because we introduced a PDCA meeting we do once a week in every team, because we believe that in the bottom-up process, our employees know best what problems we have in our location, and also the tasks we have to do to improve our current processes and to find the perfect solution. So every team member can identify a problem we want to discuss in the meeting, and this problem will go in 4 different phases. So first, there is the plan phase, where we identify the problem and how to achieve the goal. The second is the do phase. These are the targets we have to do in order to achieve the goal we have set. Then the check phase, where we check that the goal is actually achieved. And last is the act phase, where we want to make sure that every employee knows about the new process and everyone works with it. It is important for us that these new processes and slighter and better processes are known to every employee in order to have the best customer experience for our clients and to avoid that problems will be done twice. That's also because there is a communication between the teams and they present their best solutions they have reached. In that case, a problem that occurred in one team and a solution has been found will not be a problem in the second team anymore.
Good afternoon, my name is Roman Nicol. I'm Director Corporate Road Transport Product Management. I've been with CargoPartner for the last 20 years, building up its European network. Our network is on a decentralized basis using the infrastructure of warehouses that we have in West and East Europe. Our network stems from Poland right down to Turkey in terms of the Eastern European coverage, and we are constantly investing to complete the pan-European coverage. Our main focus is on the groupage transportation, LTL sector, and we also do FTL transportation. The main benefits of a decentralized setup is that we are close to the market with small distribution channels in the destination markets. We function as internal provider for the other modalities for air freight, sea freight and rail as the European distributor. In terms of service levels, we operate economy services, priority services and emergency services for the really fast getting from A to B. Our vision is to have a full coverage of Europe by road transportation, to engage with the client in a very automated way for efficient data flow and communication. Our own system is allowing that to communicate with our clients in a very integrated way, making communication efficient, track trace, and also document management. The future, of course, holds a lot of in terms of digitalizing. Our vision is to remain we take it personal, and in addition to that, of course, we have to become a digital forwarder in order to cover both the human approach and the virtual approach in terms of forwarding. So what is important is that we have territorial coverage within Europe. We have all the services on hand which we are delivering via platforms. we manage a large carrier pool in order to remain sustainable. As we know, in Europe there's a massive shortage of providers. There's a changing driver generation where new influx is very hard to get. So our large carrier pool is of course of vital importance in order to deliver sustainable services. So all in all, CargoPartner is constantly driving innovation, digitalization, and of course stay close with the client in all channels, also in the future trends to come.
Hello, my name is Peter Fischer and I'm with CargoPartner for 2 years in the function of HR Director Austria. The last 2 years were quite challenging for HR because of the pandemic situation. We were facing a lot of change, especially in digitalization and the way people work together. Leadership was changing completely from face-to-face to digitalization via Zoom meetings, video chats and so on. And that's where HR has a huge impact in how people act together. Our vision is that we be the first choice for employers in the transport section. We do that by implementing a very interesting and modern apprentice program for young people to learn the job very profound. We do that by developing the people, implementing competency matrix, where we can react on the fields of improvement by very specific measures for the employees. And also retention management is a very important thing. So we have every 2 years employee survey where we react on the results, and we are quite proud of the increasing results we have in Austria also this year. We are now in the phase of digitalization as well. So we implemented an admin and payroll system on in digital software and as well in recruiting software. And for the future, we have the whole corporate HR also switched to a quite new system. So we are working very hard to make CargoPartner a better place to work, and we take it personally.
Hello, my name is Milan Lani and I'm responsible for contract logistics within CargoPartner Group. I joined the company 4 years ago, and I'm really glad that me and my team were able to, let's say, design new warehouses, and we really pay attention to environment and also attractiveness of our warehouses to our customers. Basically, my team is very closely working with customers on during, let's say, design phase, where we using their data, where we talk to them on a regular basis to create the best warehouse solutions for them. So we collect a lot of information which we are then using in creating pallet locations, shelf locations, and creating basically the warehouse from inside out, where they can really benefit from it. Couple challenges which we had over the last years is with collection of data, with really having proper dimensions, which then are sometimes creating a little bit of a challenges when physically goods are arriving in our warehouses. But we went through that. Today we are sitting or standing in our really showcase beautiful warehouse in Fischament, which is a facility which is made out of wood, where we really took design to the next level. and the warehouse is 20 meter high. We are having different layout concepts from wide aisles to very narrow aisles, with using KLT for our storage of different items. We are having up to 25,000 different items at the moment stored in this warehouse, and the design of the facility was really taken seriously, and we look at how we can best create a facility which is environmental friendly, and also using smart technologies regarding ventilation, also regarding let's say heating, and the main purpose was to create a very good working environment for our employees. You know, in today's life, the warehouse is not anymore let's say the ugly looking place where people are working. You know, we try to create really the opposite, an environment where these people would be able to perform well and being very efficient and happy to work in this environment. You know, the smell of wood is really creating a very good environment, and we were able to find the right people who really appreciate to work in this environment. I mean, when you look at our next projects and the growth of CargoPartner, we are in contract logistics really planning to double our warehouse footprint, which is today more than 250,000 square meters. By 2025, we would like to be more than 500,000 square meters on a global scale, and we are really eager to use and look for the newest technologies. You know, really where automation and robotization is in warehouses playing a very important role. It is constantly a challenge to find a lot of or new blue-collar workers on the market. The labor rates are going up, and also the speed and usage of our warehouses we need to increase. So we are really thinking about working in 2-shift, 3-shift operations to use the square meters more effectively, and that's why, you know, this robotization and automation is becoming an important part of our daily life. And yeah, I'm really glad that I can be part of this team, and yeah, we're looking forward to gain new customers and really use the latest IT technologies, you know, also with the best buildings, and create a integrated design which is appealing to our customers. Yeah, so these were a couple highlights which I would like to share with you, and hopefully this was helpful. Thank you.